This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Gertrude Stein is famous. Gertrude Stein is enshrined in bronze in Bryant Park, and I often make reference to her during my travels as a pedicab driver in New York City. Gertrude Stein is famous for what she did in Paris. As Woody Allen showed in Midnight in Paris, starring Owen Wilson, Gertrude Stein was a member of the creative elite, including George Braque, Pablo Picasso, Hemingway, Henry Moore, Toulouse-Lautrec, Marcel Duchamp. So we have a nice, comfortable image of Gertrude Stein in Paris, and her likeness in bronze in Bryant Park is consistent with what we know. So Gertrude Stein is famous. Gertrude Stein is famous for what she did in Paris. Therefore, Gertrude Stein is famous among people from Paris. I ask my passengers many times, true or false, and I get mixed answers. But the truth is, that statement is false. Gertrude Stein is not famous among people from Paris. I've counted at least 20 passengers from Paris passing Bryant Park, making reference to the bronze of Gertrude Stein. And no is the answer. They don't even make excuses if they kind of know or they might know or she might be familiar. No is the answer. People in Paris don't know Gertrude Stein. Woody Allen brought to life on a Hollywood screen the image of Gertrude Stein that we love the most. I think we as New Yorkers, I think people in New York love Gertrude Stein more than anyone else. Some people don't know her at all, and yet we've enshrined her as this creative hub of Paris, as almost if Pablo Picasso would not have been able to come great if she hadn't sat for him. Well, Pablo Picasso also painted prostitutes, so that in itself is not an undisputed feather in her cap. Nonetheless, she was an important person in the creative elite of Paris, as Woody Allen characterized in Midnight in Paris. Myth or fact, this image of Gertrude Stein lives in the minds of people in New York, and maybe beyond. How far beyond, I don't know. Gertrude Stein lives in the mind of people of New York in a way that this woman contributed to this great period of creativity, the beginning of the 20th century, before World War II, and we hold these memories fond. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, a restful night's sleep.